Hello, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between, and neither. Today I want to talk about, my entire job journey and StardewValley. Because where StardewValley starts and the point I am at right now, there's a little overlap, with one exception. And I want to get into that. So first I'm gonna go with the from now on usual, experts call it call to action. And at this point I'm going to ask you to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Commander Nikki, just like my channel name. So without further ado, let's get started. When I was little, like almost every little girl, I wanted to become a vet. But, that plan quickly died because I almost threw up in the waiting room because of the bad smell. Well, that was nice, and the huge dinosaur nerd I am, I wanted to do archaeology. But I can't even say that word anymore. And my Latin was just as bad as the pronunciation of that word. So I ditched that too and wanted to go into art, but some of you who follow me and have seen the videos before the huge sweep might know that didn't work out either. And after the art school, I wanted to get into university and continue my art journey, but that didn't work out, and I had to make other plans. 2 years of fruitless job hunting started until I decided to become a florist, which worked out. I got accepted, but it didn't take long, and I felt real bad. I wanted to drop something real heavy on my foot just to get out of it, and then left not short after that. And I needed that. It was the best decision of my life so far to get out of there, and that takes me, after another few rounds of job hunting without any results, to where I am now. I got into a short-term employment company that got me into where I am now. I'm in the logistics department of a metal producing company that does like hinges and brackets, all kind of building stuff, and I put those things in boxes for shipping, and that's it. It's easy enough, it's good hours, and I have nice co-workers, which is almost the most important thing, to be honest. Like, you can't work without good co-workers. I mean, obviously you have to work, so the co-workers shouldn't matter, but you have to like the environment you have to spend more than 8 hours of your days at. Like, that's, I can't do math, but that's like definitely more than a quarter, I'm sure. And a few years back, I thought a job like that, just doing the same thing every damn day, just doing one thing, I thought it would kill me. Mentally, that is. But it didn't, and I'm happy here. And StardewValley starts a little different. It starts with one overworked office employee wasting away at their desk, and then looking in their drawer to find the letter they have from their passed away grandfather, telling them they inherited the farm. And so the game starts. And here does my video about it actually start. So let's go. You know, StardewValley seems like a perfect escapist fantasy. But is it really? Because it's a lot of hard work if you really want to play the game like... Well, I don't really know what its intention really is, but I'm pretty sure it's to get like a good farm and have the community center all finished. Except if you're evil and join Joja and make it into just a huge storage room. Don't do that or I will judge you. Well, unless you're an achievement hunter and you wanna do that, then, well, I will forgive you. But I will still judge you. And like, I'm not sure what its full intention is. Maybe to escape from your real life and have a fun little second life in StardewValley, in good old Pelican Town. But it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of trial and error. If you don't look up stuff, that is. And I had to look up a lot of stuff. And to be honest, I don't think it would have been as fun as it is for me right now if I really went through the game with the trial and error version of playing it. Because I don't like failing in games. That's why I play on easy mode, because I don't want to fail. Like, I want to have fun. I don't want to be frustrated. I get frustrated when my car doesn't work as it should. I get frustrated when, I don't know, I can't eat my favorite food. I get frustrated when the weather is too bad to take a hike outside and take photos because my camera doesn't like water on it. Life can be frustrating enough. I don't need video games to be frustrating. That's also like why I'm not a huge fan of hard video games, but that's a topic for another day. And it's really, really hard at times, especially the fishing mechanic. The fishing mechanic sucks in the beginning, if you're not putting work into it. But if you put work into it, like I did, and I looked it up, that fishing up trash gives you experience points, and I've seen that and read that fishing gets easier if you have a higher skill level, and I worked to that. I fished up heaps of trash. Luckily, some driftwood to gift to Leah because she likes that stuff, and now she's my wife and we have 2 kids. I mean, my StardewValley character, that is. I'm still a single potato. But that's also not a topic of this video. So, it's hard. The fishing is hard, and I really used to hate it. Like, I got fresh out of Red Dead Redemption 2 and I loved the fishing mechanic in there, and so obviously I wanted to get into a new fishing minigame and I wanted to like it, and then I was upset because I couldn't handle it. I didn't understand it. It frustrated me. And I went and actually paused the game for like a few months because fishing seemed like the only good thing for me, because watering the fields wasn't really fun to me. But now I have sprinklers, so that's okay. I can farm as much as I want because I have sprinklers that handle everything for me. I don't need to break my head over that. And but now I really like it. It's like my second favorite fishing mechanic now. And what's also my favorite thing is the theories. Like, do you know the theory that Mayor Lewis might be some kind of dictator or something? And like, I don't really like those dark twists to your favorite upbeat thingy. Like, may it be the Squidward suicide SpongeBob creepypasta, or the Pokemon Ash Ketchum coma theory. Like, that's not all too nice. Or I've never watched Rugrats, or like maybe I did but didn't like watch enough to like affect me. But I know there's like a Rugrats theory out there that they're actually all dead, which is pretty depressing, to be honest. And I think I first read about the theory on the StardewValley subreddit, and it states like that Mayor Lewis might be a dictator because, like, at one point he says something along the lines of, well, nobody competes against me for this position. Must mean I'm a pretty good guy, huh? Something along those lines. And that sounds weird. It sounds odd. It sounds off. It sounds actually pretty fucking horrible. And like, I'm gonna put my aluminium foil hat on and say he might be a bad guy, because that sounds, it sounds bad. Like, also he's old. Why don't give like some young guy like Demetrius the position? Or heck, give me the position. There's lots of people who could handle that position that are not as old as him. I mean, even the letter of the deceased grandfather stated that if Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old pal of mine. And there's something fleeting my memory that I just recently seen him say, and it just confirmed the theory for me a little bit more, because it also sounded kind of bad if you really think about it. It really was something like, well, it was something regarding his position, and it didn't sound good in between the lines. And another thing I thought about, and I haven't seen that theory, so I actually do think it's mine. But like, there are a shit ton of theories out there, so well, maybe it actually already exists. And my theory is that StardewValley might actually be just a dream. And I can excuse the wizard. There is magic in video games. I can excuse the monsters in the cave. There is magic in video games and monsters and dungeons and stuff. I can excuse Krobus because he's just a friendly monster. Spoiler, by the way. I should have said that sooner. I can excuse the Juminjos, or what they are called. You know, those tiny little critters that help you in the community center with the bundles and unlocking your bundle rewards. I can excuse the weird passage of time, because a real-time counter would just be weird, and you couldn't properly time things if you had it at that. So the 28-day months that are also seasons are pretty okay. I can accept that. But you don't really die in the game. There's like no reload to last checkpoint. You do lose some stuff in your inventory, but it doesn't feel as bad as when you die in other games. That's something that's a little odd, because you don't die in dreams. And my main thing, and now sit down or hold your table or something, because it's a little crazy and out of place, because I've said all those things that I can excuse because I'm talking about a video game. But if you really look at Stardew Valley, there's like, yeah, maybe there's Krobus that isn't a human. But there are a lot of things that are like way too normal, way too close to real life. And then there's a mouse selling you hats. That's what A+ wacky dream stuff. That's a point that I can't believe is true. That must be a dream. And yes, I'm basing my Stardew Valley is just a dream theory on the mouse selling you hats in the broken building. Stardew Valley might just be a dream of one overworked office employee who fell asleep on their desk. That's it. Stardew Valley is a dream because of the mouse selling you hats. That's my theory. And I think with this crazy theory, I'm going to end the video on the following. Stardew Valley is a great game and I like it. It can be hard at times, but so is life. And life is like the fishing mechanic in Stardew Valley. It might seem hard and frustrating at first, but you'll learn to handle it and you'll learn to manage. And at some point, you'll even enjoy it and it will get easier. A few years back, I wouldn't have thought I'd be as happy as I am right now, and that's actually kinda unbelievable. Which would be another thing that would be unbelievable would be if you maybe subscribed if you haven't already. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What do you think about my Stardew Valley is a dream theory? Is it crazy? Is it too much? What do you think? And don't forget to follow me on my social media like Twitter and Instagram. It's @CommanderNikki, just like my channel name. And until I figured out what I can upload next, watch my other stuff. Bye.